All right, this is our instant analysis show. The game ended. We just heard from Ryan Day, Kyle McCord, and Chip Trainham. And I don't even know if my blood pressure's come down quite yet. That was a pretty unbelievable finish.
It was out of control. You said it best. Any football game that I've ever seen, I don't know if you've ever seen, it could be pro, pee-wee, college, high school, that finish was out of control. A couple big third downs, 3rd and 19 in the red area right after a sack. You know, that throw that Kyle made to Emeka was, I mean, just gutsy. Just a gutsy throw. And Emeka Egbuka, I mean, have yourself a night, kid. Like, just absolutely was always there, always in the right place at the right time. Cade Stover, awesome. And they, Notre Dame tried to take Marvin Harrison away. And guess what? When you take that away, other guys step up. And I think Ohio State did a great job. That was out of control for Ohio State.
It wasn't necessarily where I thought I would start this show. But if I would have told you before the game that Marvin Harrison would have 3 catches for 32 yards on 7 targets, would you have expected Ohio State to win?
I'd say 31-7 Notre Dame winners in that. I mean, how we talked all week, like we were thinking, at least I was thinking, Marvin Harrison's going to make a huge impact in this game, and why? And I think he did. He did. He had 2 guys on him at all times, and that led to some other areas being wide open. It was just amazing to see different guys step up for Ohio State. I think I'm very impressed walking away from that win for Ohio State.
The attention that he drew so often had Emeka Egbuka in one-on-ones. And the reality is, when you play a team like this, you just can't leave either of those 2 guys in single coverage, because unless you get to the quarterback in less than 2 seconds, somebody's going to get the ball out. Now, I mean, look, for a lot of reasons, this wasn't like a clinic of a game. Ohio State struggled at times. But to circle back to the point that I think is most important, Ryan Day made it damn clear on NBC, in front of a bunch of cameras afterward. Ryan Day has a big problem with Lou Holtz, does not appreciate what he said about the lack of toughness for his team, and made it awfully apparent that the Ohio State Buckeyes took that very personally all week long. And it was what fueled them to win that game.
They heard it. You said you had made mention of it earlier in the day. It was out there. I mean, I was watching ESPN too. I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of weird. And frankly, Brennan, I mean, we've been on this show and I've questioned a little bit of the toughness. And you can see some things, but you watch a game like that, not only are they physically tough, and they answered the bell when Notre Dame kind of punched them in the mouth a little bit. Notre Dame's a formidable defense, but they're mentally tough. Like, some of the stuff you saw in that last drive was, I mean, incredible. You got 3rd and 9, you got 4th and 8, you got 3rd and 19. That stadium was rocking. I don't know what came through on TV, but I mean, that place was a hostile environment. And whoever on Twitter today said it was 60% or 40% Ohio State doesn't know how to count. I mean, there was very little red in the stadium. And for Kyle McCord to play the way that he did was very impressive. This team's mental toughness, I think, matches that physical toughness. And when you have those 2 things rolling at the same time, you're tough to beat. You're tough to knock out.